for when you go riding on a motorcycle. But until you actually get that gear, I know a lot of you are wearing gear that you probably shouldn't. So we're going to talk about what not to wear on a motorcycle. This way you can at least be a little protected when you're out riding like this. I'd like to introduce myself if you're new to this. I'm DanDanTheFireman, motorcycle coach, firefighter, EMT, accident scene management instructor, and creator of the Smart Rider principles. And we're gonna be focusing on some of these things today. So one of the first things is like, well, leather is leather, right? I could just wear any leather. Well, here's the thing, fashion leather, especially the stuff that is kind of cheap, stuff you find at some outlet stores maybe. Also, that leather could be not even leather. It could be just some type of plastic mix of leather. And then on top of that, there's different kinds. I could go on and on and on, but here's the main thing. Fashion leather is a lot different than motorcycle specific gear that has leather, okay? Motorcycle specific gear has armor inserts, has high abrasion ratings on the outside on a lot of the parts that, you know, could get hit. Like this white part is abrasion rated. This inside part is mesh, so it doesn't really offer too much. But with fashion leather, it's just gonna rip apart. Another thing is fashion leather, or anything that you get from a fashion store, not motorcycle stuff, is the stitching. That's one thing that I really want you guys to really take a good look at when it comes to anything you wear on a motorcycle, is that make sure it has reinforced stitching. And fashion leather does not have reinforced stitching. It's typically just a little bit of stitching just to keep it together. They don't expect it to hold up into a crash, so it's not gonna have this reinforced threading, reinforced stitching, specific types of leather that will absorb a lot of this stuff. It doesn't have that, okay? So here's what you do. What you do is you wear it. Because honestly, if that's all you have, it's better than nothing. I'd rather you wear fashion leather than no shirts or jackets or anything like that, okay? So at least wear something. It might hold up in about a half a second to a second in the crash. That's still better than no seconds in the crash where your skin just gets off. So at least wear that. Maybe wear a base layer underneath it, but get yourself some motorcycle gear so you can actually have those things. Another thing that I make sure that I'm always wearing is a helmet, and I always wear a full face helmet, so that's pretty simple there. But what you don't want to wear if you start getting gear is a brain bucket or a half helmet. So those half helmets basically just cover up to the ear, like right above the ear. You see it all the time. It's not a good thing, okay? You don't want to do it. I know Cardo makes a Bluetooth system for those, but here's the thing, guys, don't get it. Get a full face, get yourself a Pack Talk Bold with the link in the description also. But here's the thing, wear a full face helmet. You're gonna get a lot of crashes that involve the chin bar. Most crashes involve the chin bar, not just the top of the head or the sides of the head, but the chin bar. Now, if you don't have a full face helmet, it's pretty easy to use your imagination, see what's actually impacting the ground at 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 miles an hour, and what that could do to your mandible, your jaw. It could easily rip it off. Okay, there you go. If you don't have imagination, that's what's gonna happen. So wear this, it's gonna help you out. Plus it helps out when it comes to cold weather, and honestly, I like wearing it in hot weather like this. So it's not that big of a deal, just get a full face helmet. So yeah, I told you to get a helmet, and here's the thing. A lot of you guys are like, okay, well, I'll just grab the first full face helmet I see. Well, here's the thing, once again, is that helmets have to be certified, okay? So in the United States, it has to be FMVSS, something like that. Anyways, that's the Federal Motor Vehicle statutes and everything. But here's the thing, just look for a DOT sticker. That is the bare minimum when it comes to being able to ride. I'm gonna pay attention to this guy. He's in the left turn lane. He's kind of slowed down and he sees me. Boom, I gave myself space cushion. There we go. Smart Rider principles. But here's the thing, when you see a DOT sticker, I don't trust it because that's a post-market certification. So that means you can have a helmet on the shelves and never be tested until the Department of Transportation decides to test it. So what I personally look for is ECE, okay? So that's the European version of DOT basically. But in order for these helmets to actually gain that ECE rating, they have to go through testing before they go on the market. So I trust ECE over DOT. DOT has a great rating system, it's just that it's not very well enforced. So I look for at minimum ECE rated helmets, and it's gonna be on the back of the helmet. So if you don't see that on your helmet, grain of salt, grain of salt. You can find some really good helmets for for under $200 that are ECE and even SNEL certified, and then the whole new FIM certifications coming out, so we got a whole bunch more. So make sure you double check that. I do have links in the description, remember, of beginner gear and getting yourself a Cardo system. I have all those things. Thank you to all my sponsors for making this possible. So now back to the fashion clothes. Okay, we talked about fashion leather. Well, you know, fashion leather with nice regular denim jeans looks pretty cool, right? Especially when you're riding a Harley or you're riding around doing some things. You got regular jeans, regular jacket, okay, whatever. Here's the thing, don't wear regular denim, okay? So it's not gonna be, once again, reinforced stitching. It's not gonna have the impact resistance. It's basically just cotton. It's gonna shred. One thing I do like about cotton and denim and all that stuff is it chars, so if you actually touch the your exhaust or a hot part on your bike, it's not gonna melt like some of this stuff right here. But the thing is, this stuff right here has abrasion resistance. This also has knee impact armor resistance, and this is the Reacts Ultra Mesh pants. It's on the link that I'm sharing in the description. Love these things for hot weather. And that's the thing, is you want to get something specific to what you're doing. Regular denim sweats, it gets nasty, it's not very stretchable. But here's the thing, just get yourself some motorcycle specific gear, and if at minimum, if this is all you can afford and this is all you have, go ahead and wear those denim jeans. I'm not going to judge you for it, but the thing is, your next step should be to get real gear. You notice we're going through all the steps. We got a jacket, helmet, and now pants. What's next? What do you think? Well, we're going to talk about shoes. Gotcha. We're going to talk about shoes. Don't wear just regular sneakers, tennis shoes, you know, just Vans, Converse. Those things will not hold up into a crash. They're just not. First of all, zero ankle impact protection. Zero. And that's not good, okay? So when it comes to lower extremity injury, especially if you get T-boned or if you drop the bike on you, or if you just put your ankle down or your foot down in case of a slow speed maneuver and you plant it and then it twists, no buenos at all. So you want to have something with some ankle support, ankle protection at minimum. There's a lot of pieces of equipment out there, a lot of gear out there that you can get that it looks great with denim, it looks great with, you know, a typical, you know, casual looking rider, but still offers protection. Link once again in the description for that. But the thing is, you want to get something with ankle protection and ankle support minimum. Some things you want to look for when it comes to the shoe itself, especially motorcycle specific shoes, is that they're going to have a shank in the middle of the shoe so that when you're putting pressure on the peg, it's not collapsing and putting all that weight and pressure on your arches. So it's really good to have motorcycle specific gear, so you have that midsole shank. You also have toe protection, ankle protection with some D30 armor inserts or whatever it is they use. And then you're going to have a bunch of different things with that, and then better traction when it comes to it, okay? They're going to be really sticky to the ground, and that's good. That's really good because you want to be able to have a good footing when you're stopped at a stoplight. Now, Vans and Converse, they're a little bit slippery sometimes. They don't offer a lot of those things. I don't know where I'm going, but they don't offer a lot of those things, and you want to make sure that you get something for your feet, and you can find something easily for around $100, $150. Oh yeah, I'm going to get some stuff out of the P.O. box. You guys send me some cool things. But the next thing is going to be gloves. Okay, so we talked about all that stuff. We're going to talk about gloves right now. So you don't want to wear regular work gloves. You know, those like leather gloves, those gardening gloves, or even like mechanics gloves or anything like that. You don't want to wear those things, even though it looks like they have like little armor on them. That's for when you bang your knuckles at super slow speeds compared to a motorcycle, like on an engine part when you're working on something. So that's something you want to be very careful about. You don't want to wear those, but if that's all you have, please wear it, okay? If all you have, guys, is just the normal stuff, like regular denim, fashion leather, work gloves, work boots, maybe a half helmet or a crappy helmet that's maybe DOT, that's still better than nothing. I want you to wear that, but here's the thing, make sure you understand and be aware it's not going to be the full protection that you really want or what you expect from. So regular work gloves, they offer grip and some tactile feel, so you're not going to be slipping and sliding with sweaty hands. So that's good. That's why I say at least wear that. But the thing is, it's not going to help you with impact protection or abrasion resistance. They're just going to fly off or they're going to rip through. If you notice, you have a bunch, I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. You have a bunch of different things when it comes to motorcycle gear and gloves. Hey, Roadrunner. What's up, buddy? How you doing? You want to come visit? You better not poke a hole in my tire. Okay, bye-bye. So when it comes to this, you have, you know, a dampening so your hand doesn't get, numb from the vibrations. You have extra reinforcement. You have reinforcement of the stitches. You have a bunch of impact resistance, so CE rated armor. And you're not going to get that when it comes to regular gloves, work gloves. So make sure you grab some of these things. So that's the thing is I tell you what to wear all the time.
All right, Matt.
I don't tell you.
What the heck? We're getting stream frames are streamed. What the heck? All right. I can't even speak right now. I need to get my coffee. Thank you, SA, for getting me the coffee. Today, we're going to do a little more. I don't know why things are skipping 83% over the last two. Oh, what the heck? What is going on? Did you put a quarter in the internet? Jeez, first day back, and we're already screwing up. All right, guys, what we're doing today is we're going to go over some dirt bike lunatic stuff. We're going to be going over a few things here. We're going to be talking about motorcycle crashes and close calls. We're going to be having a good time. But we are going to have some of your guys' chat on the stream. We're going to have some fun doing this stuff. It's good to have you guys back. We're letting everybody come on in while this is skipping everywhere. Just double checking all these different things. Let's see. I got my coffee. One sec. I'm go ahead and check the stream stuff. Matt's not doing it. I don't know what he's doing. How you guys doing? Jimmy Tran, how you doing? Justin Graves. Richard, how you doing? We got a new member today, guys. We got a new member. Super excited. Brandon, how you doing? Welcome to the crew, baby. Woo. Nice to be back, Angel. Exactly. I don't like these skipped frames thing. I think it's because we were messing around with some settings prior to the stream, and then we can't change it. Can't change what's happening. So if we have some skip frames, sorry about that, guys. You might want to. I mean, there's nothing on your end. It's not your internet. It's us. I see it on my side. It's kind of dumb. Rate control. Can't change nothing. Can't change nothing. Can't do it until next stream, which we'll be having pretty soon. Let's just get right into it. How do you guys think? What do you guys think? We're gonna have some fun. We were about 12 minutes into this. So you notice how you guys' names are right down there. What's up, area code? How you doing? Looks smooth there. Yeah, trust me, it's gonna get a little funky. It's gonna get a little stuttery when I start moving. Skipped frames detected 26% over the last 2 minutes. Ooh, not a good thing. Jay Poole, how you doing? Thank you guys for becoming members. It does help out the channel. YouTube is not liking the fact that we are talking about motorcycle crashes, close calls. I keep saying that because here's the thing. At the end of the day, their little algorithm's gonna say, no, he can't do that. Had a nice walk today. Bike is a dealer for 500 mile service. My garage feels so empty. Brian, I know that feels. Ross Wolf, thanks for comment. Guys, I read all your guys' comments. The members specifically, because it allows me, J-Pool, baby, woo! It allows me to just filter by members, and it's really nice. To be able to just read your guys' comments, because now we have so many members that you guys, and then you guys comment all the time. It's been very helpful. But real quick, I want to give a shout out to Dirt Bike Lunatic. We have a few set up right here. We got 99 Lives, another Dirt Bike Lunatic. But always got to give them shout outs for putting some of these things on so we can actually talk about them. Sorry about all the, man, got to get some IT support on here. All right. Whew. Let's go.
Hello guys, welcome back to the new Dirt Bike Lunatic video. Today we're back with all new epic moto episode. And in this one, we got some angry people, some kind videos, police clips, and much more. So make sure to subscribe to this channel and also like this video. Sit back and enjoy.
All right.
Let's start.
All right, so just real quick, I see a question. Did I do the gentleman's ride? Yes, we definitely hit top 50. We didn't get top 5. We didn't get top 3 like I wanted to, but we got next year, babe. We raised a lot of money. Just to give an update to that, let's go ahead and I'll just give you an update. Let's just do an update on that because you guys helped me raise a ton of money for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. I almost forgot. I took a nice month off of streaming, focused on other things. We got a second channel now. Let's take a look. We got $5,348 raised for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. Thank you guys so much for that. That's all you. That's all you guys. Super excited about that. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Oh, it looks terrible with the skipped frames, guys. That's a no bueno. It's a no bueno situation. We're just gonna have to deal with it today. We're just gonna have to deal with it today. I wonder if it's because I'm doing something else. No, I'm not doing anything else. All right, let's just go. Oh! Can't see. All right, so my biggest concern on that one is obviously vision, but then you notice how his hands don't have any gloves. So you have a problem with the tactile feel. Your hands get slippery when they're wet, okay? With gloves, they're going to have a little bit more grip, okay? A little more traction, okay? Think about your hands without gloves as, oh man, it's skipping like crazy. You know what, guys? Let's just restart it. You guys ready? Let's just restart the stream. All right. Are we back? I think we're back. Are we back? All right. Let's see if that changes anything. I changed a few things here and there. Had to go in and out real quickly. Let's see if that makes some changes. All right. Whew. Just double checking. I got something on the outside. Let's see. Okay. I see what it is. I see what it is. Trying to record at the same time. Let's see. Stream is good. Stream is good. Smooth as silk so far. Better? Is it better for you guys? All right, we're double checking real quick. I don't like it. It will bother me. It will bother me. We're going to get this going. Much better now. Much better now. Whew. All right. See, the thing is I wanted to record the thing. All right, we're going to try something else. We're going to try something else real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Woo! Whoa, Nick Roberts! Nick Roberts donated. He used the donation link, guys, and that's okay. Let's go back to the class. Let's go back to class. We're resetting. Get a better PC. Elect a buzz. I got a 3950X. I got an RTX 2080 Super. I mean, I got quite a bit. I got like 64 gigs of RAM. Come on now. Come on. Come on. We have a lot. I just don't think somebody put a quarter in the internet today. Maybe Matt's not paying the insurance or the internet. We're gonna go back over this. Much smoother. Very good. I'm glad it's much smoother. I'm keeping an eye on some things. I don't see there's any drop frames right now. We're gonna double check. Oh, there it is. There's the drop frames. All right. All right. Let's get back into it. So my main concern with this situation is what I was saying before everything went to little poo-poos, is that we're gonna the gloves. Okay, so your hands that are bare, think of that as bald tires. And then when you have gloves on, especially good gloves, like some new ones even, like new to you, obviously, you know, brand new, bought it from the store. What's happening is that when you have those, you're going to be able to grip the handlebars a little bit better. So when this is super, super wet, your hands are wet, you're going to slide off. So if you have to swerve, your hands might slide. So that's one of the biggest concerns when it comes to this situation right here, but also the vision. You can't tell where everything is, but if you position yourself knowing full well that you're going to be on the line, so if there's ever a situation where they like cars stop, you're going to go right through them, hopefully, you know, right in between them. That's the hope, but we never know because well, you can't see. So this is a really dangerous situation. Hopefully you have full gear. But you see what I mean when it comes to hopefully position yourself. So remember, we got to plan. Oh yeah, I forgot I got this. So remember to plan your route, okay? Position yourself for safety, locate hazards, adapt to those hazards, and if you have to, negotiate to a threat. That is what you should be doing, and he did a fine job there, but I would be a little bit concerned with this because your hands can slip off with some wetness. All right. Thank you, Nick Roberts, real quick for the $20. I appreciate that. Woo! Got rear-ended. S-Slack, that's a great choice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Angel Crisis. Oh, he's got a Vance and Hines. Dropped frames again.
What you want? Drive your car. I'm right here, bro.
All right, I think it's because I'm trying to record at the same time. All right, let's just end that. Screw that. We're not going to deal with it. It's going to bother me. All right, no more recording.
It was all normal ride for this biker when this driver in front started to act crazy. Random brake checks, yelling out of the window. This biker didn't know what caused that, so he decided to follow him.
What's your problem? What's your problem? Oh, nice.
Whoa. Yeah. Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, you don't see this every day.
All right. What is this called? Serious head on a... Okay.
See if I can get along the other side.
All right, so remember, a lot of this stuff... Oh, this is going to be going. I did an AAR on this one. Remember, a lot of the videos that come out on these channels, they're meant for the entertainment part, but we're here for class. So if you want to check them out, once again, this is the Serious Head-On with Biker, Epic, Angry, Kind, and Awesome Motorcycle. How many keywords do we have to throw in the title, Matt? I'm just wondering. Do I have to do that too? Yeah? Nah, I'm not going to do that. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, there you go.
Viewer discretion on this one.
This biker unfortunately got hit by this car, who went too wide in this curve. Biker said that this driver was on his phone right before he hit him, and also clearly driver was speeding, but luckily this biker sustained only minor injuries.
All right, so I'm in contact with this guy, with the guy that got hit, and I'm not gonna. I mean, he told me not to say some stuff, like he told me not to mention the driver having their phone out at the time of impact, because there's an investigation going on right now. But when Dirt Bike Lunatic guy says that there was no injuries,
Went too wide in this curve. Biker said that this driver was on his phone right before he hit him, and also clearly driver was speeding, but luckily this biker sustained only minor injuries.
so only minor injuries. Now there was an update recently that he's got 3 slip discs in his lower back. He also had a concussion. He also had genitalia. I wouldn't say mutilation, but he had a problem. Bruising, lots of bruising on his genitalia, his testicles. So it wasn't minor. And Chris RBP Gaming with the $20. Hey man, I'm also an EMTB of 6 going on 7 years, and I'm always the one everyone looks to when something happens. Now I refer to your channels to help people understand how to help when I'm not there or not. Love the content, man. Keep it up. Thank you, Chris. And I'm hoping to help out with that. You know, that's a huge thing. It really is a thing that I'm trying to get out there, and having you understand, you know, as an EMT, it's pretty cool to see, and I'm trying to do my best. I know I'm not the best EMT out there, but I'm trying to do my best to help out the bystanders. So with this injury, with this crash right here, he was hurt. So I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that since bystanders don't know that a concussion is a bad thing, since it's kind of played down when it comes to like the movies and stuff. Oh, he got knocked out and he wakes up and he's fine. It doesn't happen like that. It really doesn't happen like that. So I think there has to be some reality based into some of these things. Now, here's the thing. I'm not expecting at all Dirt Bike Lunatic, 99 Lives, Moto Madness, all these people to understand where I'm coming from when it comes to this. So I'm not going to be pissed at them, or I'm not going to be upset with some of these compilation channels, because they just don't know. Now, also, they have a really good editing, so they know more about editing than I do. So, I mean, they have their own life experiences. I have mine, and mine involves a lot of medical stuff, and I have a better understanding when it comes to that. So I will share my point of view with that. Slip discs are no joke. Yeah, I have a degenerative disc disease in my lower back. The only way I was able to rehab it was core strength, but there's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff that I think motorcycle riders should understand when it comes to what an injury really is. I mean, it's one thing to say you have a concussion. It's one thing to say you have a broken rib. It's one thing to say you have a slip disc. It's another thing to know what that actually is. And it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Driver was on his phone right before he hit him, and also clearly driver was speeding, but luckily this biker sustained only minor injuries.
Yeah, S-Lack, exactly.
I have no brakes.
What?
I have no brakes.
Oh my God! You're crazy!
I have to drive
No, no. He's Flintstoning it.
Yeah, I have no brakes.
No.
Rear brakes are literally dangling from down here.
And no foot pegs either.
No foot pegs either.
Okay. Non-issue. He is still behind me. That's what it says. Speeds up. He is speeding up.
What's that?
All right, one sec. I got to read it for you. I got to read it for you because I'm blocking everything. You know, in fact, yeah, I'm blocking everything. One sec. Hey, you, no damn rally down here. I don't know what that means.
What's that?
What did you say? There's no damn rally driving down here?
Nej.
No? Then why are you doing it?
Jag ska bara show
I was just passing you up there. No, you drove past me up there. Yes. And then you drive like a madman down. Yes. There are a ton of children down here. Well, I have control. It's an open road. Forget it.
Jag skulle ju inte...
I wouldn't be. Just because you think it's fun to film when you go fast. Stop doing that here, then you have to go somewhere else. You don't do that at these type of areas.
Okay.
Fine. Cool guy, stare down. That's a weird ass interaction. And part of that, when it comes to like an interaction like this, you have to realize that all this guy wants to do is share. He felt so upset. He just wanted to share that with you. That's all that it is. He's probably a good guy. He just wanted to share that with you because it did upset him. And a lot of it has to do with not understanding. So we talked about, you know, Moto Lunatic and all of them, like they don't understand the severity of some of these accidents, and they kind of just play it off like it's not a big deal. The thing is, this is a big deal to this person, maybe not to us because we understand what it takes to ride a motorcycle. Like this right here. Now, should we have done that? Probably not. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have done that. We're passing these people at a high rate of speed. Can we? It's a slashed line. We're allowed to do so. We're passing people down. It's perfectly fine and probably legal to do that. The thing is, he was just super concerned. He just had zero education when it came to motorcycles. So when we were passing and the dude wants to follow him, and then he wants to do this is a great opportunity to share with him, okay, I'm sorry, sir, that you got upset by it, but it's perfectly legal for me to pass you like this. I was not going super fast. It might look like that because we're a small vehicle versus a bigger vehicle. It looks like the accelerate. Like, you can go down the path of trying to explain things if you want, And if they still are being douchebags to you, then it's up to you just to be like, okay, thank you, sir. I'll see you later. Hopefully not. And take off. It's not that big of a deal when it comes to that. And Hector G got an R3 for my first bike in August. I feel like upgrading already. Do you think it's too soon? No. So you got an R3 in August, Hector. Have you taken, I want to see in the chat if you've taken a class, if you've taken an advanced class yet, or if you've taken any type of bike bonding classes, or if you've been to a parking lot and really pushed your limits in slow speed maneuvers. I would love to hear that, Hector, because I'm going to tell you right now, you probably haven't done enough since August, and you're going to have this huge appreciation for your motorcycle when you go through some of these things. You're going to realize, oh, it's not the bike that is, you know, holding me back. It's really my skill and what I can do that's holding me and my bike back. And you're going to, and all that's going to do is tell you you're going to have a greater appreciation for your bike and your riding, and you're going to love your bike even more. I just want to know. Let me know.
Vad sa du? Nej.
I have a ton of fun riding the Honda Rebel 500, smaller bikes, because it allows me to push the limits of what I can do in a safer environment. And he should be getting a rock form mount, just saying. Truck driver gets mad on biker revving his bike. Yeah, that's right. Not all bikers ride safe. There are mad bikers. So yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm hoping that my audience, my crew members, are not like that.
Oh, he's getting mad because he's on the phone. I'm revving my engine.
Chris RB, dude, I love Doc. You know, baby. Woo! I love it. I love the Doc. I like his creativity a lot. Oh, what? That was pointless. It's just water. It's just a little bit of water. It's just a little water. Keep going. They didn't mean to do that on purpose.
Serious?
He just ran through a stop sign. There it is. Exactly. Exactly. So that's exactly it. Let's go back to this one real quick. That's exactly it. Okay? They're not going to see you. They're not going to see you. Okay, so this is the situation. We're riding around town. We're having a good time. You know, we're about to get home. We're not speeding. We have good line position. See how we have great vision. We're able to see really well. So let's move forward just a little bit right here. Okay, so now his major concern, so now we have an anxiety going on. So we're in orange stage right now. We were in yellow stage, being able to see really well. Now we're in orange stage. We're pretty concerned. Okay, there's water. I don't know how deep it is. I don't know if I'm going to get soaked. I don't know if I'm going to hydroplane. I don't know if I'm going to dump the bike. We have traffic going. Scary, 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 scary. Here's the situation here. Okay, so you notice how there's cars going through it. Okay, if you can look at the car tire, how high is it going up on the car tire? You know, is it basically submerging the car? Probably not. So if that's the case, maybe just lift your feet up a little bit, go through it nice and smooth. Don't accelerate hard, don't brake hard. Go through it at a reasonable speed. So about right here, what I'd be doing is maybe rolling off the throttle a little bit just so I can have a better space cushion, more of a runoff if I decide to accelerate. So I'm not up on this guy's butt and having to stop if he decides to stop. So I'm going to go ahead and go forward just a little bit more. So from here, it's like I can tell what's really happening. He actually did that. He slowed down. You notice how he's going 18 versus 32, 36 earlier. So right here, now my only concern is really just to get across. Now, if I get soaked and wet, that's fine. Whatever. Not a big deal. It's probably going to happen anyways because of all this water, probably because it was raining earlier. So that part right there, absolutely not on purpose. It's not on purpose. I don't want you guys thinking that this was on purpose. But the reaction of it is getting pissed because you are at a heightened sense. You're in that orange stage. You're worried. You're like, okay, I can't take another thing coming at me, and that is a natural human response. So have that response. Go ahead. You're allowed to have that response of being upset. But the thing is, don't take it out on somebody. Be aware and have this realization, I am being upset because of something. I will not put myself in further danger because I'm upset. And that's a very difficult thing for a lot of people to do, including me. Trust me, I struggle with it every single day with my anxiety and depression. So just be very cognizant of what's happening here. Okay, so now we made it through. That is the biggest concern. We made it through. Don't worry about the other drivers at this point. Okay, so I'm assuming that means stop. You see that it says like a stop sign up there. It looks like a stop sign. I'm unsure of the road rules. I don't see a line saying that you have to stop, so I don't understand that. But the thing is, just go on with your day. Now we have a new situation. We're still in orange stage. We can't just be like, okay, bad hazard back there. I solved that hazard. I'm going to be only focusing on the hazard I already passed. Let's focus on the hazard in front of us, okay? And like I said, this is very hard even for me in real life situations outside of motorcycling with my anxiety and depression. Is I still think about some of the things that I did or somebody did to me even like a week or two ago, and it still bothers me, and it really pushes me forward into having a bad mood even to this day for some things. So I'm constantly struggling with that too, and I absolutely love the fact that motorcycles, basically with this training, allows me to have a metaphor for my own anxiety and depression, allows me to fix some things. That's what I love about motorcycles for myself. That's why I just want to keep it in a safe environment. That's why I don't focus too much on wheelies, stunting, racing. I use it as a training tool for my own personal problems. That's what I use it for. So we're moving forward right here. So right here, then I decided to let it go. Maybe she didn't see me. Great response, very quick with that response. Typically people will get angry, punch mirrors, put themselves in worse danger because they just feel the need to share their frustrations with another driver, which is what happened earlier in the stream with that car driver coming to this motorcyclist and sharing the frustrations with the motorcyclist. But motorcyclists do it too. So this is where we just need to come together and have a better community when it comes to motorcycling. And I really hope the crew will do right here. I decided to let it go because you do not want to put yourself in a dangerous situation. Be responsible for your own safety.
This video will show you how not to destroy your clutch on brand new Suzuki GCXR.
All right, so this right here, Unfurled Adam. I absolutely don't want you to lose your job over something. So real quick, Unfurled Adam says, Danny the Fireman, how do you deal with your depression? You're doing quite well. I'm probably going to lose my job because of my dumb self. Unfurled Adam, I felt the same exact way when I was a firefighter. I felt like I was going to lose my job because of my depression. I was actually on the way to doing that, and then I was able to get help. I sought Employee Assistance Program, EAP, at my fire department, and I went and got medications. I went and got therapy, and it actually put me on the path of basically redemption of what I felt like I was just at the bottom, and then I was able to feel like I was growing again. So the only thing that really put me towards that and started that journey is the simple fact that I was aware that I had something wrong with me. And the fact that you're saying that you feel like it's because your dumb self. We're going to take it. Let me just have a conversation with you. Okay. I'm just going to leave everybody else out. Okay. Your words absolutely matter. This is what I learned from my therapist. Your words absolutely matter. When you say your dumb self, that's how you feel. And that's how you look at yourself. You're not dumb. Okay. You need to start using words that describe who you are in more of a positive way, because that's your subconscious coming out. And you're going to get this help from your therapist to where they're going to help you retrain your brain in how you think. Cognitive behavioral therapy. Your reality is different than a lot of other people's reality, but you have this negative outlook on your reality. And your therapist is going to allow you to experiment with new realities of it. And at the end of the day, what is it that you want? You want to keep your job, you want to keep relationships, you want to be happy, And that's what the therapist, a good one, will help you move towards. The thing is, there's nothing wrong with you. The thing is, how you look on the world and how you react is what's wrong. So if there's nothing wrong with you, it's just how you react. Your reaction is just a behavioral learned skill. So when you go to a therapist, it's like going to a personal trainer at the gym, but instead of physical health, it's mental health. And what they're going to do is say, hey, you've been working out wrong this whole time. Do this instead. Come back to me. And that's what you're going to do. Think of it as not you that's the problem. It's your crappy form in the gym that's the problem. That is what I do. That's how I see it. And I want you to be able to see that too. Because I've been through it, still going through it. You say it looks like I'm doing well. Sometimes I'm not. So just be aware of that. Just like falling off your workout regimen, same thing with your diet. You're going to fall off with your mental health a little bit, but just remember to come back. Okay? I hope that helped. Unfurled, amazing. Amazing. Okay. What was the point of that? I didn't understand it.
Absolutely beautiful North Wales. Oh, look at that.
Oh!
You know, he just pulled in front of this car.
All right, let's go back to that one. Now, this is the perfect opportunity to rescue another... No, not a rider, a driver. So this is a great opportunity to help out the other side. And this is going to actually help out the motorcycle community quite a bit if motorcyclists actually start helping each other. That's why I have it in the Smart Rider Principles, is to help out and rescue other riders, but use that medical training for helping anybody. So let's move forward just a little bit.
North Wales. Oh, look.
So why would this car right here want to go this way? Why would he want to do that? Well, after the video, or after this part, excuse me, after this part, you see that there's an opening here. So he's probably wanting to pull over so he has a good view of all this, you know. So a lot of people are impatient. They'll just go for it when they shouldn't. And this is a scary situation for if we were going this way, right? If we were going that way and we're the motorcyclist and all of a sudden the guy pulled out in front of us, that is a bad situation for us. We have to learn how to swerve. We have to learn how to do emergency braking, all those different things, maybe combine them both, all those things. And that is exactly what you should be doing, but you can't really do that in this situation because we're not there. We don't see it from that point of view. So let's move forward just a little bit.
Look at that.
You're gonna give me a seizure.
You know,
All right, so right away, what I see when it comes to mechanism of injury, I don't know what the speed limit is here, but I'm assuming if we go back just a little bit, let's go back a little bit more. So 44, so I'm assuming it's about 44 kilometers. You want to say that's kilometers, guys? Hey, Kevin Stewart, thank you for the donation. I'll read yours real quick. Let me know. He's in third gear, 44. I'm assuming that's probably miles per hour. So let's assume that's miles per hour.
you know,
So 44 miles per hour impact head-on collision. Okay, for motorcyclists, that easily could be fatal or very life-altering when it comes to injuries. But take a look. We got airbag deployment. We got side restraint airbags. We got nice crumple zone damage. We got completely destroyed front end. These vehicles are totaled at this point. But my main concern when it comes to any passengers in this, we have that airbag deployment, okay? So that right there is going to be dangerous in of itself because of that airbag deployment. It could cause, damage to the nose, could cause damage to the airway with the particulates coming out. But it was such a big mechanism that it caused those things to deploy. If you'll notice on some cars, they won't even deploy even in a fender bender, they'll deploy on something like this. So when you see that, I'm already doing my assessment. I'm looking at this. I'm wondering, okay, how many patients are here? How many people were in the cars? I can't see who's in the blue car. I can only assume there's a driver in each car. I don't know if there's anybody else, but when I think about it also, it's like, why are this van wanting to get off on the side? You know, it's a van full of kids maybe. You know, we don't know any of these things. So it's very concerning, and you only have so much stuff in your med kit to help. So now you have to start going to triage. Now you're gonna have to start doing all these different things in terms of that. So if you can start calling 911 or wherever you're at, whatever the number is for emergency services, it's very important. But let's go ahead and pull off on the side of the road, put ourselves in a good position of safety like he's about to do.
He just pulled in front of this car.
So I would put myself over here. I'd park it over there, and then I'd go ahead and start doing my assessment. I'm going to first start checking on the most critical, which is going to typically be the drivers, because they were the first ones hit. So, or not the first ones, but the ones with the first point of impact. Okay, so the forces will transmit towards the back while it's getting absorbed through the front. So the people in the front have typically a worse type of injuries when it comes to that. So I would be looking at the drivers of both. I'd be asking simple questions. Hey, what's your name? Are you having difficulty breathing? Are you okay? And if they're like, yeah, I'm fine, move on to the next person. And they're like, yeah, I'm fine, move on to the next person. And then it's like, oh, they're not talking to me. That's the person you want to work on. The rest of the people, no, they're not. You don't work on them because you don't have enough resources. That's where I would go with that situation. This is what I absolutely love about being an EMT, and I want to share this passion with you guys because I know you guys have this kind heart and you want to share your medical knowledge. You want to share your training knowledge. You want to help other people. You have this service attitude, and that's what I love about the DFM crew. All right, let's go ahead and read some of these real quick. Keep up the great work. We cannot avoid other vehicles, but we can mitigate the inherent risk of riding. Excellent channel. Kevin Stewart with the $25. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Hey, man, ex-towing and recovery. Been on a lot of fatal accidents. Just got back on my bike this year after 5 years. Love the videos and the content from Evil Tactics with the 35. So you've seen some bad stuff, man. You've seen some bad stuff. So you have like this intimate knowledge of why you should wear gear and get the training. I'm glad you're here. I wish other people had this intimate knowledge without the flashbacks and PTSD, but sometimes you just got to do it. Yeah, sometimes you just got to do it. Thank you so much for the donation. I really do appreciate it. Kids love it. Practice your U-turns. Oh.
You want to rev it? Now?
Rev it. Hit the throttle. Hit it. Other way.
I do Wolfgang.
Yeah.
This is a fun little thing.
Target acquired. Ooh, R35. There we go.
Okay. Not the place. Just not the place.
Do you want to get some hits? Sick, I'm down.
Watch, it's an undercover cop.
You get the jump. That was a good hit. This thing's fast, and you're hanging.
I don't know why, Miles. I don't know why it. Oh, it's because there's no space in between the points. I got it right here. So Miles says, I finally dumped my bike, had a lady signaling, then changed her mind and entered my lane. Luckily, I wasn't injured. Amazing, my bike wasn't either. Lesson learned at yellow stage all day. I don't know why I deleted that. I'm sorry about that. Streamlabs, come on now. Come on now. So let me read it in my head real quick. Signaling, then changed her mind. Hopefully you're doing okay. Hopefully you're doing okay. You say you weren't injured and amazing your bike wasn't either. Lesson learned. Amazing. Was it like a blind spot? Was it like a blind spot thing? They haven't even found a part on the road with no... Okay. Yeah, I know exactly, right? It's just crazy. It's just crazy. There's some crazy stuff when it comes to street racing. Here's the thing when it comes to this. He's talking about his front tire was dancing. So what's happening there is that he's accelerating so much the weight is getting pulled to the back, and that's why the front end's starting to lift a little bit. Well, the thing is, you don't have to do a wheelie to get that front end to lift, okay? So when he's accelerating so hard, it's just lifting enough, but his suspension is keeping his tire on the ground, but it doesn't have that traction it needs. So it starts to swivel a little bit, and that's right before having a death wobble, and that's not a good situation at all. That's definitely not a good situation. That's typically what happens. I mean, we're going 130 miles an hour. I don't know why he's in third gear, but anyways, he's gonna get that front tire off, and he's gonna land it, and he's not gonna get enough traction, and it's gonna dump the bike. And all for what? To get a video? That's not what I would do. It's what he would do, and that's fine. It's not my emergency, guys, and I think that's what a lot of us need to start realizing. It's not our emergency when these people do this. Let's just learn from it so we don't do it ourselves. We're not here trying to judge people. I don't want anybody judging anybody. Hey, Brandon Wozinski. Wozinski. I think I said it right. Thank you for the donation, man. We're going to fix this up. We're going to fix up the donations from Streamlabs. Guys, if you click the link in the description, that's through Streamlabs, and that allows... it doesn't allow YouTube to take 30%. So if you want to support the channel, you can do either or, but thank you for the donation. You click that link in the chat right there and it helps out. The Japexican, thank you, man. I just had to say I love that name, man.
That was a good hit. This thing's fast and you're heavy.
I'm good. Toolcore, how you doing, man? All right. Real quick, I literally thought that tree was on the flatbed. Right there. I literally thought for a quick second this tree was on the flatbed, and I'm like, why the heck is it moving? You know what? I thought it was. I really thought it was. Let's go ahead. Let's just watch it. Watch. Just now that you see that, you're not going to unsee it. Look. I was like, wait, why is it moving? Hi, Alex. I love it too. I don't even know what's going on. I was looking at the tree the whole time. If you want to send your crash, click the link in the description or in the chat. I don't think so. Some places maybe, Moto Anna. Brandon, that's awesome. I'm glad you're able to get to pass that class. I'm glad I was able to help. Oh, he's got his glasses. See, he's nice. He's being nice. Oh, so good. Oh, no. Uncommon thing in a common situation. All right, let's go back so we can watch the full thing. Sorry about that. Changed their mind again. Was that a lot like what happened to you, where they just changed their mind? All right, so this is the typical situation where you're going up to a stoplight. Okay, so when it comes to a stoplight, you see a bunch of cars stacked up and all these things. You should be going into orange stage because you have possible path of travel violations. And the biggest concern with a lot of this stuff is going to be the path of travel violations of people running those lights, or they're turning left in front of you. Now with this one, you have a stack of cars, and it's unsure why this person wanted to go into your lane, but that's one of those things that I'm really concerned about. When I see a stack of cars in a lane and my lane is open, sometimes people change their minds and they decide not to go with the lane that they originally picked. They're going to go into the lane that's faster, or they seem as faster, or to them it's faster, and maybe they changed their mind, they didn't want to turn left. Whatever it is, I'm still concerned. I'm still on orange stage. I'm covering those brakes. I'm covering the clutch. I'm finding my escape paths. I'm planning my route. I'm positioning myself for safety, all these different things, okay? So when I see this coming up, okay, so that's that uncommon thing in a common situation, okay? We have the side of a vehicle. I talk about the side of the vehicle all the time on this channel, and what that means is that you're going to have somebody going perpendicular to you. They're going to go in front of you, okay? So if you notice right here with this vehicle right here, I'm going to try to make a square, is that you see the back of the vehicle. Now that means the person's going forward. Now this is common sense. I totally understand it's common sense, but here's the thing, is that I don't want you to have to think when you're out riding. I want you just to see patterns. I just want you to see certain little itty bitty things, and I like to color code things because I'm a firefighter and I'm an idiot, also a man that doesn't know how to, tie his shoes without help. The thing is, I want you to just witness the simplistic things. I don't want you thinking while you're out riding, because the problem with thinking when you're out riding, you're gonna think of all these bad things, and now you're gonna have too many hazards in your brain. So just focus on simple patterns, focus on simple colors, focus on that there's an intersection, curves, or orange stage, so you're prepped and ready. And when it comes to orange stage, all you're doing is finding escape paths, and you're kind of modulating your speed and getting ready to brake, so you remove that perception reaction. We talk about that all the time here. So if it's a little bit too much information, stay tuned, subscribe, do all those things. But this is the biggest concern here. Now, what do we do in this situation? How do we handle this? Well, more than likely, what I'm assuming is that this car is going to go into my lane now. Okay, so that means they're going to take up a huge section of that lane, so I'm going to position myself for safety by adapting to this hazard. So I would probably move over to this lane position. Okay, so we have lane position 1, 2, 3. I would pick lane position 3 because that's where the gap is, just in case I had to swerve and get out of the way, because I know this vehicle is going to keep going straight because we have a green light. See how you have to think about all these things? That's the beauty of having an after action view, is that we can think about it with a paused freeze frame versus having to actually be out there going fast and having to think on our toes. And this is why we're doing this here, so you don't have to do this out there. Just focus on the patterns. Side of the vehicle, path of travel, no buenos. Get yourself ready. When it came to this whole situation, though, we should already be in orange stage because... yeah, okay. Because of the intersection. So I'm in orange stage, I'm prepped and ready already. And then now somebody pops up, I'm already ready. And guess what? He modulated his speed. He saw the hazard. He adapted to it. He's not accelerating super fast into the back of this vehicle. He was waiting for this vehicle to make a decision, and he was able to get himself out of this problem because he found his own solution. Used the planning method. He was a smart rider, situational awareness, without ever having to realize that that's what they were doing, because they don't teach this stuff. They just don't. They only teach you how to manipulate a bike, go and stop and turn. That's all classes do. They kind of talk a little bit about situational awareness, but there's so much that goes into it. That's why I have over 1,400 videos on this channel, because I'm trying to really get you guys going on it. But great job. You did a great job. Edmundo from Portugal. Portugal. Good to have you here, man.
I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm screwed.
For what? Oh, emissions test? Or decibel reading?
Yeah. Huh? Receipt?
License.
Oh.
Yang ada gambar tu?
Yeah, I was gonna say a decibel reading.
Tak ada. Tak ada yang gambar ni, tak ada.
Tak ada. Hilang.
Tak tahu.
Tak tahu kan? Okay lah, tak apa. Okay lah. Okay lah ya.
Okay, thank you. Oh.
This biker did a good deed for this old man who was having a hard time unloading a wheelchair. He also helped him with pumping his gas and get him back to the road. There is no biker that will say no to good deeds.
You trying to pull it out? Okay.
That's nice. This is what I want the crew to do. You know, if they need it, help them out.
Here, let me come behind you. Okay.
You have no idea how much that helps somebody that has to do with this. You don't know what the situation they are in.
Okay. No worries.
That's it. He's gonna help pump his gas too. He should have a rock form mount though, just saying. But I like what he's doing.
Want me to pump it for you? Of course.
Okay. I don't know if we should watch the whole.
7, 91.
Might as well. Let's just do it.
Okay.
Let me double check I don't get copyright claimed for this, because typically these wholesome things get, you know what I mean? Viral Hog loves to take.
Of course, yeah. Now,
Echo Hyperion.
way to fold it. I'm not too experienced with chairs. You just pull those two handles.
Jimmy Ra-
Yeah, I can bring them up.
You can't rustle my jimmies. There you go. That's all it is.
You lift it. Yep. Cool. Yep. And do you want the cartridges in the passenger seat? Yeah. No worries. I got you.
We're just gonna enjoy this. We're gonna enjoy this. Yeah, let's enjoy one good deed for today, you know?
Of course, sir. Is there anything else? You're good? Alright, have a blessed day.
I like this guy. Realm Rider. Real quick. Realm Rider. Where are you at? Realm Rider. 178 subscribers. Have a blessed day. Good job, man. Good job. That's the thing, is just having a little bit of empathy goes a long way. All right, JP Moto AZ, riding for 6 months now, every day, 7 days a week to work. If I'm not going 75 plus on the freeway and 50 on the road, I feel like going crazy. How slow everything feels. Does anyone feel this way? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, 75 plus on the freeway, you know, it depends on, you know, if that's what it is. And I'm pretty sure you're in Phoenix, so everyone drives way faster. You just have to go with this flow of traffic. 50 on the road. So the thing is, it might not be that the speed is the factor when it comes to you, JP Moto AZ. It might be the fact, and I'm just assuming here because it's a lot like what I do, is that I feel safer and more confident when I'm ahead of other vehicles because I don't like having other vehicles in front of me because I learned this is because of total stopping distance, following distance, all those things. Is that I already understand that it's pretty unsafe and you have motorcycling is unsafe in that aspect where you have to find all these different things, and it allows me to relax a little more when I have open road in front of me because I'm not having to deal with total stopping distance and following distance. I just have to look for debris on the road. So I removed roadway users from my vision, and all I have to do now is worry about road hazards. So I'm assuming, I'm projecting, I guess, that onto JP Moto AZ. And the thing is, only way, and this is where it comes back to cognitive behavioral therapy when it comes to me, the only way I can really figure out if that is the case for me is by going out on a ride and having that awareness so that when I get people away from me, I see if that really is the case. And then I get people in front of me and I try to figure out why I feel a little more anxious during that moment versus being in the open road. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that there are cars, and I know that cars are dangerous, and I know that they have cooties, so I try to stay away from them. They're landmines, all these different things. So if that's the case, and cars are the problem for me when I'm riding, and my only solution is to speed, that puts me in a bad spot. That is a solution that creates another problem. Much like if you have depression, you start drinking alcohol to self-medicate, well, now you have a different problem with alcohol. The best way to do it is whatever works best for you, but I think there is a way to feel more comfortable with traffic if you have more in the skill set of swerving and braking, positioning, vision, and that's the path I go. Okay. I'm hoping that's the case. I think there's more nuance with it, and I think there's a lot of psychology when it comes to motorcycle riding and how you feel safety-wise and why you do it in the first place. And that's just what I'm coming from. But thank you for the question. Guys, I'm going to start doing more. When you guys do a super chat or anything like that, please, please, please write a question because those are the ones that I can see really quick and I can answer those. Okay. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Feel better on the open road away from crazies we have here on the roads. Definitely work on my skills. Thanks for the reply. And who knows? Maybe I'm wrong, but you know, that's my initial thought. I appreciate the super chat. I really do. Oh, I did an AAR on this one. Look how far everyone is. And he tries to catch up. This is what I said in the AAR. He tries to catch up, and then he sets himself up for a bad spot. They're starting to blur the crash parts, the impacts. YouTube is really getting on people for that.
I took that turn too fast.
Yeah. And that's it for this.
Well, that's it for this one. Okay. All right, we got another one here. I just want to say thank you to all the new members that we got today. We got 3 new members. Guys, if you want to become a member today, you get the emojis. You see how boring biker right there has the pink beard. Jerry Rigification has the brown one. We got some orange ones from Dave 7777777. Echo, how you doing, man? With the mustache. Oh, look at that. Honestly, so from Echo, honestly, shout outs to this channel. It's actually the reason why I'm finally pulling the trigger on learning how to ride after 2 years of contemplating. Jeez, I can't speak. Just bought all my gear. Actually, amazing. So guys, if you want to become a member, please do so. Click the join button or click the link in the chat. we're going to get back right into it. It really helps out the channel. YouTube is starting to demonetize a lot of the videos, and this is kind of like the way to offset ad revenue, which I'm going to find better ways, guys. I got other stuff coming out. We're working on merch, like casual merch, not just uniforms here. It's only $2 a month, too, to become a member.
Link in the description. Link in the description. Link in the description.
Oh! He didn't hit him. He didn't hit him. I don't think he hit him. Let's see what happens first, and we'll go back. Comment below what she's saying. All right, so let's just go back to that. This is a great example. This is a great example of a left turner. This is a great example of a left turner. So what we have right here is we have this guy wanting to turn left and go like this. We have a driver going this way and then trying to brake, then swerve from having an impact with another driver. That's exactly what it is. So watch. So left turner, they apply the brakes. We got some squealing of the tires. You see the suspension dive down. Look at this. This is a great example of what happens on a motorcycle when you apply some brake pressure. Okay, so when you apply any brake pressure and decelerate, your front end is going to go down. So when that happens, you get more weight and friction on that front tire. Friction equals traction. The only way you're going to get friction is with weight on that object. You could practice that on your desk or with your foot right now. You put a little bit of weight on the desk, on your hand, or your foot on the ground. It's going to slide. You put a little bit more weight. And look, now it's like connected to my other hand. It'll be connected to your desk. You're going to shake your desk like crazy. You could also do it with your foot on the ground. But that's exactly what happens. So what that means is a progressive brake pressure. You're going to... Hey, Brandon, thank you for becoming a member, baby. What happens is when you apply some brake pressure, it's going to start to go down. So what you can do is squeeze more and more and more and more when you get more and more and more and more friction and traction. So this is a great example of what happens even in a car for what's happening here. So what he's doing is applying brakes, and this is our total stopping distance right here. That's our total stopping distance. It's not going to be enough, and that's what's going to happen here is he's going to realize it's not going to be enough. He's going to get to like right here and then decide to swerve. And so with a swerve, you have to swerve back into your lane too, or you're going to continue on to the wrong path. So when we see this right here, right there, that's the moment he's... Oh, geez, Matt.
In the description.
Yes, let's get some 99 lives. All right, so let's go ahead. Half speed. So he's braking. Oh, crap, I'm not going to have enough total stopping distance. I'm going to run into this vehicle, and I'm going to release the brakes, and I'm going to now turn the tires to swerve. You see the swerve? So you can brake, then swerve. This is the same concept. So he missed the vehicle. There was no impact. But right here, where our nose is pointed towards the pole. So we're not in a good situation when it comes to that. And this is what happens with motorcyclists. We crash into the side of something because somebody got in our way. So with this as the case is that we're going to hopefully swerve back. You're supposed to swerve back, but that's not what happens. We went straight. Now we're trying to stop again. It's not going to work. That right there, we got flown off the bike. And now we hit the pole, or we got next to the pole. Thankfully, he didn't hit it. But we, as a motorcyclist, would have been ejected and would have been gone that way. Okay. So it happens to cars. It happens to us. It happens to motorcyclists more often, but it still happens to everybody else. And this was a great opportunity to see a car driver brake, then swerve, and then just kind of fail at that point, which is still better than completely crashing into another vehicle and maybe killing somebody. It just sucks overall that we had to go through this situation. So let's watch it one more time.
Description.
There it is. That's crazy. And it wasn't a hit and run. There was no impact. Never hit him. Now, was it caused by this person? Yeah. But legally, did they do anything wrong? No, they did not. This guy actually might get a ticket for failure to control his vehicle. And it just sucks that's how it is. There's no impact to the vehicle. Now, she was a part of the incident, but at no point do you have to admit fault. I'm serious. It's not your fault. Gemini. This is Gemini. He's a crew member. Let's see how he handles this.
You can't do that. I know. I'm not mad at you. It's just scary, and it happens a lot. And I understand too. Motorcycles are harder to see. Just something to think about in the future. All right, man. Thank you. No, thank you for apologizing. A lot of drivers are very rude. No, it's okay. Like I said, just something for you to think about in the future. Drive safe.
Love it. Good job, Gemini. Great job. I have nothing to say. Outside of why did this happen? You know, why do you get that initial reaction of, man, you suck? Side of the vehicle right there, baby. Side of the vehicle. You know it's going to be a path of travel violation. They're supposed to go in the first available lane. Typically, people don't. They just do what they want to do. So whenever I see something like this, I just kind of roll off the throttle. I go into orange stage for a brief second. And then when I realize that they're just going to be in a certain lane or whatever, then I go back to yellow stage. Did a great job, Gemini. As soon as I see that, he honked the horn. So he reacted with the horn. I don't use the horn. I just react by applying a little bit of brake pressure, maybe decelerating, engine braking. Call it a day. You know, I look to my right, see if there's anybody in that middle lane and maybe switch lanes. But he did a good job. He explained it. And this is the thing. And I know it's hard.
Just something to think about a lot.
So that is not a typical response of a car driver. Typically, a car driver is going to be like, why'd you do that? You're a dumb. You're speeding, all these things. So you're not going to get that all the time. But I want you to have his reaction all the time. The Gemini, the motorcycle rider. I want you to have Gemini's reaction. This is not going to be always the reaction you get from a driver. That should not change how you react. You have principles and values, do you? Then you need to stick to them. You don't go to theirs. Now, this one's a good one. Typically, they're going to be bad. So stick to your values.
Like I said, just something for you to think about in the future.
What's up, Felicimo? How you doing, baby? Oh man, if he hit that wood pole, woo-wee. Yeah, I remember that too, Brian. Yeah, this is an older video, I think. But yeah, I remember the first one that he had. He was kind of upset. Then he became a member, and then he learned, and now he's having a better time.
Drive safe.
So how do you think that happened? Just speeding. I mean, we got a chevron right here. So this was prior to a corner. Maybe the dude went in really hard. This situation, if you got hit in the back, nothing you could have done. Nothing you could have done. And that's scary. There's just nothing you could have done. And when that's the case, you have to understand that you need to have gear. Okay, smart rider principles, acquiring and utilizing personal protective equipment. You have to have gear. Hopefully it saves your life. hopefully it prevents you from having spinal injuries or any life-altering injuries. Hopefully. And that's the scary situation when it comes to motorcycles. You can't control this. You can't control this. You can't influence this. This can be a concern, but then if it's always in the back of your mind when you're riding, then you're not going to enjoy it. This is those things that you can't control, you should not worry about. You just can't. The only thing you could do is hopefully mitigate some of this by wearing the best gear that you can afford and that you feel is financially responsible. Okay? I do have a gear list in the description of this video. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that's still freaking me out, man. Oh! Good job braking.
Yo, Pak. Bapak nggak apa-apa? Bapak nggak apa-apa? Bapaknya nggak apa-apa? Oh, ya udah.
Uh-oh. Oh! Left turner. Yeah, if you saw it, Dale. If you saw it.
You're okay, buddy?
That pisses me off. The first instinct of a driver is, how's my car? Guys, I don't give a crap about my bike. As much as I love it, I'll mourn my bike later. My only concern is the rider. My only concern is the driver, the people. That's my only concern at that moment. This is a wasted movement when it comes to rescuing another rider. That's why I don't care about the bike on the ground. I have the medical training. I will go to the person. I'll let somebody that doesn't have the medical training to pick up the bike. The only time I'll ever pick up a bike is when it's on top of my patient. Frustrates me. Sorry.
You're okay? Can you go back there?
Because he crashed into me, yeah. I got an appointment in 5 minutes.
I got appointment in 5 minutes.
No, him. He crashed into me. It's still orange on my side. I've gone and he's...
Mom, you are right, I saw it.
Yeah?
But if you leave the place of accident,
I know.
it's your f***ing fault.
I need to go back, but I have 5 minutes. Fine, come with me.
Yeah, come with me.
His only concern is himself. And that, I think that's in an emergency situation. In an emergency situation that you're concerned, there's not enough empathy. I don't know. I can't teach. Here's the thing. I can't judge him. I'm not allowed to judge this guy. And here's why. This is his reality. It's his reality. You know, you could spend all day trying to teach somebody like this, especially in an emotional situation where adrenaline is pumping. Do what you feel is right. I don't feel it's right for me, if I was there, to be like, you know, you did wrong. I'll just get his license plate. I'll let him deal with the consequences. He's creating his own consequences, whether they're good or bad. My concern is that rider on the ground. That's it. Stop wasting brain power on trying to convince people when your brain power should be used towards you and something better. Okay? Okay.
I have 5 minutes.
You're okay, mate, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, see ya, take care.
That's my only concern. That guy. And he's like, yeah, I'm good. All right, let's take a look at that. Oh, this is Gemini again. He did good here, too. I think I did an AR. Yeah, I did an AR on that one. Let's take a look at the actual crash. I want to point something out to you. Okay, so watch the rider. I'll point it out. So here's a left turner. How come he's already falling? How come he's already falling down? Question to the chat. Why is he already falling down? He hasn't touched anybody. Why is gravity attacking him? Question for the chat. Let me know. Let me know. Would love to know why he is dumping his bike. Let me know. Let me know what you think happened. Panic brake, front brake. Too much brake. He presses brakes too hard. Loss of traction, which was a result of too much front brake. Panic braking, panic braking, panic braking. So now that, look at you guys. Woo, so smart. So smart. Exactly. So, you know what, guys? You're all wrong. You're all wrong. Everyone here is wrong except for Grimbeard. Why is he already falling down? To save time. The driver only has 5 minutes. So he's gonna dump the bike first. You know, he's just gonna get it out of the way. We don't have enough time for the driver in the red. We got to get him to work. So he's like, I'll just crash as soon as I can. Yeah, so with the panic braking, with the braking causing you to dump the bike right here. Now, if there was no car there and you panic braked, you'll still crash. So what does that tell us? Our right hand with the throttle, you don't do throttle like this. With the throttle and the brakes are very important. It's a primary control for a reason. Primary control. Also, real quick, I forgot I put that up in the corner. I just want to say thank you to Rockform, Cardo, REVZILLA, Accident Scene Management. Actually, Accident Scene Management doesn't pay me anything. All affiliate links except for Accident Scene Management. I appreciate the support from Accident Scene Management for allowing me to have a coupon code DDFM for you guys, $5 off your online course. But I just want to say thank you to everybody. You guys have been super supportive of everything we do here. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to you and my sponsors. I really do appreciate it.
Okay, see ya, take care.
So he got cut off. Oh yeah, Marco, brown stage. Exactly. Exactly, brown stage.
See if he has anything to say.
I'm throwing out my sponsors in the chat, so don't worry.
It's hard with the blind spot. Yeah, it's okay. It happens. No worries, man. Take it easy.
I literally, because I came from behind and closed up, and then when I wanted to turn though, I literally couldn't see you at all, and I thought you probably turned at the light.
No, it's cool. I'm on a bike. They're hard to see. You too, man.
Gemini is doing a good job. Ooh, that's scary. This is for the members. What do I always say when it comes to something like what's my phrase for this? What's my phrase for that? It's not side of the vehicle. It's not a color code. But what's my typical phrase for that? I love throwing it back on you guys. This is part of the Smart Rider thing, teaching and mentoring other riders, right? So I'm trying to get you guys to remember it by saying it and typing it out loud. I see one. I see 2 people saying it. 3 people now. 4 people. 5. It's pretty. It's a common thing I say. It's pretty common when I say this. You know, it's like, you know, it's a common thing. You know, what is this? What is that? You fix. S-Lack, you came up with a uncommon thing in a common situation. Uncommon thing in a common situation. What's the common situation here? The common situation is we have a vehicle with their headlights pointing towards me. That's fine. It's, you know, oncoming traffic area. I'm going straight. The uncommon thing is the car decided to go into my lane. If it ever gives you a, what the heck is going on there? If you ever have that feeling, what the heck is going on there? What is that guy doing? What is this driver doing? If you ever feel like that, go into orange stage. Because that means the person that's doing this is either not paying attention or is making a very bad choice. That's what you got to be worried about. Uncommon thing in a common situation. If it ever makes you feel, what is that? Go into orange stage. Get ready. Get ready. Diana, yeah. Do wheelies to forget your feelies. Okay, see, this isn't an action that's warranted. It's a...
Are you crazy? You almost hit me. You came into my lane. Look, I have a camera. I have a camera. You almost came into my lane and killed me. Because you were on your phone. I appreciate you apologizing.
Alex plays, I've never had that situation happen. So this right here, the level of anger, it's justified for this rider, and that's fine. That's fine. I get that same anger too. It's what you do with it is very important. Do you use that anger? I get angry a lot. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I use my anger for as a way, because I can't trust my own reality sometimes because of, you know, with sorry, I had something floating. Because of the depression, anxiety, I can't trust my reality too much. Whenever I have a certain emotion like happiness, sadness, anger, I try to figure out why it happens. So if I'm happy, I try to figure out why I got happy and then try to do it more. If I find out I'm sad, I try to figure out why I got sad in the first place. So I do the whole root cause analysis with that. That's why I bring that with the videos I do. So depression and anxiety is not actually a bad thing. You actually can use it for good. So with sadness, I try to figure out why, minimize that. When it comes to anger, try to figure out why, minimize that. But I realized that a problem started, a situation created that behavior. A situation created my happiness. A situation created my sadness. A situation created my my anger. So if this situation created anger for me, I try to figure out why it created anger for me. And when I see something like this, it's obvious why this situation created anger for me. The person did not create anger for me. The situation created anger for me. Detach the people from the situation. The people are just for lack of a better word, the drivers of that situation. So if you could detach yourself just a little bit and tell yourself, this situation causes me to be angry, sad, happy, whatever. I don't want to be angry, or I don't want to be angry. So how do I remove this situation from my life? Well, I can't remove what he did because I have no control over what this person did. I only have control over what I did. And I'm giving you guys some insight on my cognitive behavioral therapy that I have to do. It's why it's helping me out with coaching too. I remove myself from the situation by having better training, by having more confidence in what I'm doing, by having an understanding and empathy that the person did not create the situation is just there. And if I can navigate around it, I have a now learned lesson and training in my own mental capabilities. If I can see this situation, live it, and not be livid, and I'm just kind of slightly angry, that's a win for me. So that's how I would deal with that situation. It still scares me, still causes maybe a little bit of brown stage, but I personally can't justify this. I can't. This rider can. So that's fine. Just, I don't want people to get hurt. That's all.
I have a camera. You almost came into my lane and killed me. Because you were on your phone. I appreciate you apologizing.
Side of the vehicle, baby. Good job. Swerves. He swerves. He swerves. Good job, dude. So Riley, good question. So the question is, does pulling over and telling this guy how he was wrong, does this help that driver? Will they remember this? here's the thing. When it comes to why are we trying to teach this driver? Is it to save somebody else's life? Okay, I could see that justification. Is it your place to do it? No. And honestly, we don't know. Maybe it was a true mistake and he already knew better. And now this is a wake-up call for the fact that he saw himself get into another lane. Who knows? Maybe that phone call that he had was him breaking up with his wife. Or not breaking up, getting divorced with his wife, or having a huge spat with his significant other. We don't know. We don't know. At the end of the day, the only emergency that I can handle is my own. I can't help him out. I can't. And it sounds pretty weird coming from me having a live stream class with you guys. The thing is, I'm talking to people that want to be here. I'm not talking to this guy that might not want to be there. So that right there, that disconnect of talking, preaching to the choir type of thing, it plays a huge role. And as a coach, as somebody that has really dived into the psychology of student, coach, student, instructor, student, teacher relationships, adult learning principles, all that stuff, the one thing I'm really realizing is you cannot help somebody that doesn't want to be helped. So it's very hard. It's very hard. It's very difficult, and you're not going to do it with heightened sense of emotion from both sides. It has to be how we are right now, where we're relaxed and we're listening. We're wanting to learn. That's when you do learn. You don't learn by forcing people. And honestly, being a father has helped me out too with that. This video reminds me of the vid when the van driver that had a gun, imagine that would have happened in that scenario with this level of rider anger. Exactly, JP Capers. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Appreciate it. Yeah. Also, side of the vehicle, guys. Side of the vehicle. Now, this came out of nowhere. So it's hard to see because we don't have a lot of context with this video, but you have the side of the vehicle right here. It's kind of hard to see, but if you see that this person is traveling and they're never slowing down, more than likely they're going to keep going. Okay? So what I look for when it comes to the side of the vehicle, especially if it's barely visible, is that are they slowing down? And you can kind of gauge that, right? You can kind of gauge how they're slowing down. All of a sudden they like get to the point where they're almost stopped about right here. That's when you know they're going to stop. But the fact that he's not, and he's just going to continue on with his path at the same speed, that means he's going to get in front of you. So this is where you should be going to orange stage, okay? Definitely going to orange stage. Good swerve, though. Good swerve. Senmos, exactly. And it's a tough thing to do. Trust me, people live rent-free in my head all the time. It's a tough thing to figure out.
What's he looking at? He's on his phone. Look at him. Hey! Put your phone down, man. Don't get on your phone. Are you an idiot on your phone on the motorbike? Are you an idiot? You got your phone on the motorbike? Put your phone in your pocket and look at the road, because you'll end up dead tonight or tomorrow. It's not me. I'm worried.
All right, same thing, same situation. You're not. It's one thing I'm learning with my kids is that I can't just tell them to do something. There comes a point in time where you have to explain things and come from a position of empathy and learning. So this is not a good situation. He should be having a rock form mount using code DanDan25 or just clicking the link in the description. A quick little plug, I have to. Anyways, got to pay the bills. This is not the situation to do that. And Felicimo with the "You Are Amazing" super sticker. That's why I'm putting these things back on. I'm putting your guys' chat on the screen because I absolutely love seeing it. Scooter bros are pretty cool, man. I like scooters. What kind of question do you have, Alex? Let me know what kind of question you have. Let's just skip it.
Scooter boy.
Exactly, Dinah. Slow down. He's turning left. Uncommon thing in a common situation. What is this guy doing? He wants to get into this area right here. and he wants to have a great view of all of this. Is it the right thing to do? Is it the safe thing to do? No, but when's the next opportunity for this car driver to turn around? Right? That's why people decide to do these things. So whenever you see that and you see this uncommon thing in a common situation, because the common thing is the car in front of you, the uncommon thing is a car stopping in front of you on an area where there's nothing in front of him, right? There's nothing in front of him. So with this situation, you already know that he's going to go right here. And with that, you need to start slowing down, apply some brakes, and not be too upset. Now, passing the vehicle and going around like this guy could easily turn, and you notice this is where we cross and intersect, and that's a point, that's a chance for a crash. Not a good situation. You want to just slow down, stop, and then wait. When it comes to possibly getting rear-ended, if there's cars behind you, I would position myself right here, off to the side. That way, it allows a vehicle to not see me, I guess, and be able to swerve left, because they're not going to want to swerve right into the mountain. They're going to swerve left. So if I put myself right here versus right here, I have a better chance of not getting hit from anybody behind. It's still not the greatest situation, but once again, we can't control what that person does. So that's my biggest concern, is doing that, because this guy might not have checked his mirrors and pulled out just about like right. Let's get a different color. Could have just pulled out just like right here. Like his vehicle could be right here, and then boom, we hit it. So I would just wait. We're on a motorcycle. You can accelerate super fast afterwards. You know what I mean? Fat Russian, as a non-motorcyclist, watching your vids have made me more aware of how to be a better driver and such. So thank you. Awesome, man. Thank you. Let's go back. Side of the vehicle, side of the vehicle. So the horn didn't do anything on that situation. So he stopped. He was able to see you. So the horn didn't stop him. He stopped himself because he saw you. So your best option here, just in case he decides to keep going because he's kind of scared of this driver right here going this way and possibly hitting him, and he says, screw it, I got to go, I got to go, I got to go. He's going to come into your first available lane. So what we should be doing is just increasing our space cushion and going that way. That's all. So instead of horn, I would do this. So my reaction would not be horn. My reaction would be adapting to a potential hazard. Okay, remember, plan your route. So Alex plays. So my opinion is that if you ever get into a near miss and you decide to react to it by being aggressive, that you in place of act calmly and let the car driver understand what happened. Yeah, exactly what Gemini did. Exactly what Gemini did. You got stickers, Fliss? Oh, you got them stick. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Dude, you're going on the wrong way, bro.
Hey, brakes. His brakes. You see the brakes? The front end dive? Okay, understand that for your progressive brake pressure. Also, it's not our emergency. So when I see this, I'm like, okay, where's my med kit? Are you guys ready to help somebody out? Not my emergency. Not mine. So it might be like, oopsie, a mistake, but I would still kind of wait around because you don't know what's happening with this person. It could have been a medical issue of like just not completely there. So a seizure, stroke, like you can have a TIA, a transient ischemic attack, which is basically just like a stroke, but goes away. Okay. And ischemic, all that stuff is a blood clot. So transient means it comes and goes. An attack means it's gonna hurt something inside the brain. So a transient ischemic attack, a TIA, is gonna cause a stroke-like symptoms, and then it's gonna go away because the blood clot either dissolves or moves away. Okay, it's a precursor to a possible actual stroke. You can get that with AFib. So if you have AFib, or you don't know if you have AFib, which is an irregular heartbeat, which is very common with people, you can start getting TIAs and then possibly ischemic attacks, okay? Yeah, see, Scarlett? See, I still know some stuff. Scarlett. or an ultra diabetic. Yeah, it could be a multitude of issues. So when I see something like this, I don't just look at it, and this is with my own background, I don't just look at it like, oh, what a dum-dum. You know, you're in the wrong lane. I look at it as you're a dum-dum, you're in the wrong lane. But I have a second opinion of it could be a medical issue. So that's why having more knowledge, having more things under your toolbox or in your toolbox and under your tool belt, I guess, is that you're going to have these different perspectives on the same situations. And that's what I'm learning as I grow up. So with this, I would just kind of wait around until this person actually got back into the right lane. And then if I felt the need, I would pull up next to him and be like, you good? You good? Everything good? All right. You just embarrassed? All right. I'm glad you're okay. See you later. That's how I would look at it. Okay. Have some empathy. You know, I think only way you can get empathy is if you are confident in some other skills that you have. Yeah, Alzheimer's, exactly. Dementia, Alzheimer's. Yep. Scarlett, absolutely love that you're helping out so much. You have the same mentality I do.
Jesus.
Not our problem. $82, awesome. Exactly, I love that too.
Red robot, Chief.
Not our problem.
Didn't you kill someone like me on a motorcycle?
Joseph, no. It's not the case.
Red lights. What do you mean, why must you kill me? You know how many of you guys, you kill people on motorbikes because you go f the red lights. I'm just gonna do what I want. It's not a mistake. Can you not see colors?
Taxis there.
Danger Ranger, exactly. Whoa, that was close. That was real close. That's very dangerous. Guys, become a member today. It's only $2, and you help out the channel quite a bit, and you get mustaches, emojis. I want to see some emojis get blown up in the chat.
Can I take your mirror off? No?
Yeah, that's all you have to do. Just report it. Merging. All right, let's go back to this one. This is a very, very easy and common one. I see all the emojis in the chat. Thank you so much, guys, for becoming members and helping out the channel quite a bit. Click that join button if you would like to. But right here. All right, merging issue. You can barely see what's going on here. But what I can see is that we have a bunch of vehicles. Okay, we have a bunch of vehicles stacked up. Okay, our lane right here is moving. This vehicle is moving faster than all of these vehicles. This lane is fully open. Okay, when I see something like that, that tells me that I have an escape path to the left. My lane is moving. I'm not going to move into the right lane. We got so much stuff right here. Look at all the emojis on the side. Thank you, guys. But right here, when you see a stacked vehicles and your lane is next to it and it's moving, be very aware that you have a chance of any of these vehicles wanting to come out. And that's scary. Okay, that's a merging issue. So when you see stacked vehicles next to you going slower than your lane, and your lane is moving with less vehicles, you're going to have an opportunity for a lane merging close call or crash. Go into orange stage. Put yourself in a better position. So this is lane position 1, 2, 3. Just kind of move over to lane position 1 until you pass all these vehicles, and then you can get into whatever lane position you want to get into. But that is the adaptation to a specific hazard. You're positioning yourself to the hazard, you adapt to it, you recognize all those things, okay? You locate it, adapt to it, you're going to navigate the threats. So you see how our truck in front of us is going faster than everybody. This guy wants to get into our lane. So you can swerve to the left, you can get into this lane position, accelerate and get out of there, or you can apply some brake pressure. Look at all those emojis. I love it. Also, I use the rock form mount all the time for GPS like this, so it allows me to navigate a little bit better. I like to use that as an UI for like a video game. You know what I mean? Joseph, I would love to be able to give memberships, but YouTube doesn't have it yet. What's up, Rubu Tubu? Same thing. Same thing. Same thing.
Are you kidding me? You.
Same thing. Watch. Same thing. Our lane's moving. Theirs isn't. There it is. Riley, baby, became a member. Woo!
Are you kidding me? You. JHF K52. That's fine. What? What? You're dude. You're dude, people like that can piss me off. Just because you have an indicator does not mean or give you the right at all to merge over. And then he gets pissed at me. Oh man, dude, people are idiots. And then he told me to come up there, bro. Oh man.
Typical response. CRG Motors to donate in Streamlabs. Do you need an account? No, you don't. You don't. I think it's through PayPal and all that stuff. Guys, yeah, we do have the donation link in the description for Streamlabs. It allows it to where it doesn't go through YouTube because YouTube takes like 30 to 40% of your donations. So if you go through Streamlabs, it goes straight to me. And PayPal takes like 2.5%. Anyways, same situation. You know, the guy got into his way, all those different things. It's a scary situation there. You got to be very careful. So to go back says wrong touch point, but if you take line 1, it's harder to see you, and they can think that would be that he would pass there if lane 2 and 3 in this car. So here's the thing: when it comes to this guy didn't even see you in the first place, and we're in lane position 2. Okay, we're in lane position 2. Now I understand if we're in lane position 3 right here. Okay, so this is 2 and this is 1. If we're in lane position 3, maybe he'll see us in his mirrors. That's not the case. And that also puts your safety in his vision. I don't trust other people. I just don't. So I trust my skills and I trust my lane positioning. So if I was over here, I have all this space cushion. And with that space cushion, that gives me time, and time buys me options. So if I'm in this lane position over here and I have all this space cushion, whatever this guy does, he has to travel all the way to my lane position to get close to me, and all I have to do is move over 1 and then maybe accelerate to get out of there. I don't trust their vision. I don't trust them when it comes to anything. I only trust me, and I'm responsible for my safety. I'm not going to put the responsibility in somebody else to keep me safe. Side of the vehicle.
Idiots. And then he told me to come up there, bro. Oh man.
All right, so we're going to be moving forward here. I already see the side of the vehicle. Now, this is probably on super view, so we're a little bit closer, but still. The thing is, I'm really concerned about side of the vehicle. Okay, so as soon as I see that, I know he's ready to get in front of me. Now, he's not in front of me yet, but I don't trust the fact that he's going to stay there. It's one of those situations where I don't trust them again. And I'm getting ready. I'm getting prepped. I see the side of the vehicle. Boom, orange stage immediately. That's that pattern that will put you in a certain stage that will allow you to now act in a way that you're supposed to. Yellow stage, you're just zoned in. You're looking for hazards. You're not doing anything yet. Okay, you're still finding escape paths, you know, for little things like road hazards, not maybe roadway users, but you're concerned about that. When you go into orange stage, you're like, okay, I perceived a threat. I perceived something. Yeah, I don't have to act yet, but I'm going to go ahead and plan. Okay, I'm going to position myself for safety. I already located the threat or the hazard. I'm going to adapt to that hazard. So I'm going to go ahead and adapt by rolling off the throttle, maybe applying just a teeny tiny bit of brake pressure. But then move myself into different areas. I talked about that in a video. I like to locate threats and then go to the P. So it's part of the OODA loop. So right there, what I'm doing is getting ready for something. All right, now he's moving. He's definitely Craig Glass, baby. See, that's CRG Motors, right? Yeah, baby. Thank you, Craig. for donating. I appreciate it, man. That goes straight to the PayPal. It doesn't go through YouTube. I appreciate that. But right here, my concern is him being in front of me. Now, he's not going to get out of my lane because look at all of the traffic right here. He's not going to keep going. He should get into this little middle area, but he's not going to do that. So I'm positioning myself for safety. I'm checking my mirror right now on the right. Maybe I could do this because I know he's already almost fully in my lane, but this gap's going to increase over here. So I'm just going to switch lanes. I treat it like it's a fun little swerve game. Now, it's a real life close call swerve game, but there's not much you could do. There's really not much you could do. Kilroy, how you doing? Woo! Good swerve. That's all you have to do. All right, go ahead. You can do that too if you want. It's up to you. I wouldn't do it. Line of sight problem.
Oh.
Uh-oh. A little too wide. Saved it, though.
Where the f you going?
99 lives total.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get out of that. We still got a little bit of time left. We'll finish this video and call it a day for the class. Make sure you guys sign in for credit for today's class. How do you sign in, Dan the Fireman? How do you do that? You click that like button. You got to sign in. Click that like button. Okay, click it. Click it. Click it. All right.
Hello guys, welcome back to the new Dirt Bike Lunatic video. Today we're back with all new Epic Moto episode. And in this one, we got some angry people, some kind videos, police clips, and...
He says check your merch. I have merch in also. This is the uniform. You guys want it? Get out of here. Look at my uniform. Boop, boop. Grab yourself a DDFM Crew Smart Rider uniform.
much more.
Do it.
Make sure to subscribe to this channel and also like this video. Sit back and enjoy. Let's start.
Whoa! Oh, you know what? I just noticed that it's not posting people that donate what they say. So let me go back just a little bit here. I do have people. So Nick Roberts, you donated. How do you become a member? Click that join button. I'm gonna change it up for the next stream so that it shows you guys stuff when you do the donation through Streamlabs. So Brandon says, "Hey man, I love your videos. You helped me pass my rider." Okay. Well, yeah. So you thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really do. Craig says, your constant instruction has helped me continuously. I ride almost daily here in Pittsburgh. You get me hooked on parking lot drills. Was a game changer. I got my wife and 2 little girls to come home to, and your lessons helped me do that. Craig, CRG Motors, thank you so much. I will change it to where when you do donate through Streamlabs, it will pop up just like if you were doing super chats. I really do appreciate it. I just clicked it right now. I just wanted to double check, make sure everything was copacetic. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Let's go back to that first one. Oh. Let's go back all the way.
Let's start.
Can't see, can't see. Got a Jeep right there. All right, so how did that happen? Let's find out. All right, once again, we got some telltale signs that we're going over, so let's get to the point where I saw. Okay, so real quick. It is kind of hard to see because of the title. But right here, you have a shadow. That's from another vehicle. Now, performance vehicles are going to want to get out of the way of others, or get away from others so they can accelerate and get themselves out of there. We also have a Jeep here, so we're accelerating into an area that we should not be. So what this guy in the car is doing is also doing that. So we're both doing it. Okay, we just got. So minimize a lot of the incidents by wearing full gear. Don't ride aggressively. And as soon as you see something like this, you got to swerve more or just accept the hit. But this guy, you can see the truck or the vehicle in front of where it originally was, right here. And that's why he was moving. He was getting out of that HOV lane, just wanted to go. The open lane right here, he's going to go and accelerate through, just like you were doing. Okay? So be aware of that. If you're going to do something because of your own feelings and you're like, I'm going to accelerate because this guy's going too slow, assume that the guy in front of you wants to do the same. So don't just gun it, accelerate, put yourself in a bad situation. Yep.
Police car, alright, so don't rev your engine, okay? Pull over, I'll give you a license, pull over.
I don't know who you are, mate.
Yeah, I don't know who you are. Oh. That sounds a little... That whole situation reeks of power trip. You know what I mean? This situation, you could easily fight that in court.
This biker said that the entire city was flooded and all other routes were just the same. The only option was to go through this flooded water. Check it out.
No, 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 no. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. If it's moving... Oh, we got another one. Oh, they're not going to show it. Hey, Ron. Hey, Dan, thanks for doing what you do. You have definitely helped me grow into a safer rider. Stay safe, all. Thank you so much. I'm asking Matt that question that you had earlier, and I don't think it's going to be a problem, man. We'll make it work for you. We're figuring all these things out. I can't wait. Can't wait. I don't want to share too much. I don't want to share too much, but you know what I'm talking about. Oh, no. Biker had an encounter with deer. Hopefully he's not hurt. Oh, there's... Oh, no. Oh, little baby. Good job. Handled it. Oh, shh!
This biker was driving only 1 mile per hour faster. This wouldn't happen to him. They say he was on the right place at the right time. Luckily, he didn't got injured.
Okay. That would have hurt. You can get impaled easy.
Alright.
Yeah, you see that tree?
Yeah, we saw a fall.
Like, what I don't understand from a lot of people's perspective is like, well, sticks and stones, like there's literally a saying, sticks and stones will break your bones. But a lot of people are like, it's just a stick. It's just a piece of, it's just a little rock. You realize that's how people would fight and kill each other back in the day, right? Like sticks and stones were literally how people killed each other with just a little bit of force coming from a human body. And we have a tree that falls down with probably more force, and then you're traveling at a certain speed with some force. So a stick or a branch that does that right there, yeah, it's pretty dangerous. It's pretty dangerous. Saruman, the Trance were attacking him.
Oh my god. Thank you. Oh wow.
This biker was enjoying a nice roads in Croatia when he experienced high winds that literally blew him off the bike.
Oh man. Yeah. That's so dangerous. The music. Oh, is that hail? Careful with your accelerations and decelerations with this. Hola, how you doing, Irene? I got water.
Просто анал. Просто очко, блядь. Спасибо, братан. Не облил. Давайте, едьте, блядь, это нам пора ехать.
Richard Moss, I think he's just, he doesn't want to show his face. Dirt Bike Lunatic, I don't think he wants to show his face. I think he has like multiple rocks. I think they sent him out to everybody. They sent me one, and I gave them a critical review. Not a bad one, just a critical one. And they don't like talking to me anymore, so yeah. Okay. Watch out for the cornering. Okay. Slow it down, slow it down. This is a sharper one. This is a sharper one. Can't see, can't see. Okay. All right, you do you. Now we're going to block the speed. And sharp, sharp, sharp. Oh, hit that bump. Kind of messed him up a little bit. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. We got housing. That means there's traffic. Ay. Oh. Why are we doing this again? That messed him up. That's it.
This biker said that he thinks that brake pads were worn unevenly and that caused bike to wobble while braking. Luckily, this biker survived this crash and he recovered from his injuries.
No, he didn't wobble. He didn't wobble because his brakes were, his brake pads were uneven. No. It's because he jammed the brakes when he saw the car. The car messed up his line of sight. It was an uncommon thing in the common situation he thought it was. He panicked. He applied the brakes. Shouldn't have applied the brakes. The car was never going to be in his lane. So when you really look at it, if we just stay in our lane, we're not going to get hurt. But why are we panicked when it comes to a car like this coming around the corner? It's because he went into our vision and blocked our vision, and we're going too fast for our vision, caused us to panic instead of trust the fact that we're in the road and where we're supposed to go. And we just straight up panicked. To blame brake pads, to blame the bike, to blame the car, to blame the road, to blame everything outside of yourself means you'll never, ever, ever, ever improve. This was rider error, user error. Why are we blurring out the speedo if it was the brakes problem? Maybe too fast? Maybe you panicked? It's a little bit harder to say that you're embarrassed by the situation than to say it was the brakes' fault. Oh, scared you.
This biker said that he thinks that brake pads were worn unevenly and that caused bike to wobble while braking. Luckily, this biker survived this crash and he recovered from his injuries.
All right, let him cross. Let him cross. Just let him have a good day. Let him cross. Or is this something else? Oh. Well, you don't have... It's not your emergency. Just saying, it's not your emergency. Side of the vehicle. Right? Is that the side? Yep, side of the vehicle. I can barely see it. There it is! Good braking. Good braking.
Come on, visible!
She was probably looking right, not left. Good braking. Solved the problem. End of story. It looks like it... Multiple close calls on the same ride. A lot of these aren't close calls. A lot of these we put ourselves in that situation.
These bikers got stopped by the angry man, who claims that they were riding too fast through this street.
By the angry man. Angry man.
What's the problem?
Just leave it. Just leave it.
We've never been here. We've never been.
Don't you start to argue semantics with people and it never gets anywhere. Oh, I hated when people do that. Okay. We're not allowed to do that. Yeah, what are you doing there, buddy? Just move over. Move. That lane's gonna end. You gotta move over. Just move over. Oh, he's got his back open. Not your emergency. Maybe let him know. There you go. Don't hit me. That's all you do. I thought he was gonna close it for him.
Flashing lights on a semi.
This biker recorded the ride through the forest fire. There was already firefighters on the scene, and the fire was in control. But going through the thick smoke wasn't a pleasurable experience.
Damn it, he went away.
Oh my god. Alright.
You don't have an air filtration system in your car or in your motorcycle, so it's gonna stink and probably choke you out a little bit.
Like a bloody barbecue by the time I get through here. Oh my god.
Remember, poor visibility. Jesus. You could choke out your engine, not get the right. There it is.
My eyes. God. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah.
Imagine what they're doing.
Oh.
Whoa.
What did you say?
I'm not leaving. I'm gonna video record right here.
Oh, okay.
If you want to bring your backpack here or...
Okay, I'll bring it back. What's up? Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you.
It's poisoned.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Hey, Rev Bomb, how you doing, man? How you doing? Drugs are fun. For him. I do not recommend drugs of any kind outside of your prescription from a doctor.
And that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also check out Dirt Bike Lunatic store and get yourself some DBL merch. Until the next episode, guys, ride safe.
Yeah, ride safe. All right, guys. Okay, we also have merch. We also have merch. You can get my uniform and everything. Thank you real quick to the sponsors of this channel. It pretty much allows me to do this with their help. But here's the thing. You guys are absolutely amazing. Basically sponsoring the channel by becoming a member. This way I don't have to rely on YouTube's AdSense. But I want to say thank you to all the people that donated today. I want to say thank you to everybody that became a member today. I truly, 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 truly appreciate it. We're going to be streaming more often, a lot more often than what we were doing. I took a nice month-long break. I felt the need to do that. I felt the need to redo some things. I do have a second channel, guys. I do have a second channel that is all about motorcycle training. Dinah, I would love to. We do motorcycle training on the second channel, motorcycle training concepts, okay? Motorcycle training concepts. So let's go ahead and go to that channel real quick. It's basically what we do on this channel. We do the after action reviews, okay? Motorcycle training concepts. We do we do after action reviews on this channel. And then on this channel, you guys have been asking, hey, I really, 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 really want to have that on the bike stuff. I really want to have that training stuff, but it wasn't working too well when it came to, you know, putting both this and that. Okay, so let's go ahead. We got motorcycle training concepts. We have all the different videos for it. We have a bunch of stuff. We have a new video out today, what not to wear on a motorcycle. Guys, please subscribe to this channel. That's the video that was playing at the beginning of this live stream. But we're doing this on a second channel, okay? So all the motorcycle diagrams, all the parking lot exercises, all the on-the-bike stuff, we're going to be on this channel. The after-action reviews are on this one. We're doing some really cool things with the channels. I keep saying channels. But, guys, subscribe to this one. I'll send you the link to this video so that way you can at least go over there and check it out. In the meantime, I'll be seeing you guys later. This is also the Discord. I'm going to go to the crew lounge. Hey, thank you, Evil Tactics. I appreciate it. Oh, it got rid of my favorites. All right, I guess we'll do this. Join the Discord. The Discord is absolutely free. This is the Discord. If you are a member, you get access to the crew lounge. Dinah, if you want to email me whatever it is that you want to email, that would work too. I'll check my direct messages. Deb, it's still good to have you. It's still good to have you, Deb. Only crew members have access to this portion. There's a bunch of free stuff on the Discord. Thanks, Moto Anna. Richard Moss, I would love to. I absolutely would love to. Oh, we don't have music going. Let's play some music.